Airports in 2026 are not the same as they were just a few years ago. Security systems are smarter, scanners are more advanced, and screening procedures are stricter than ever. Passengers today travel with more electronics than clothing. Laptops, tablets, smartwatches, drones, professional cameras, power banks. The average carry-on bag is now a portable tech station. But here's what most travelers don't realize. Electronics are now one of the fastest growing categories of confiscated items at TSA checkpoints. Not because they're illegal, not because passengers are criminals, but because small technical details, battery capacity, labeling, modifications, hidden components, are triggering security protocols that didn't exist before. In this video, we're breaking down 15 electronics that are getting confiscated at TSA in 2026, why they're being stopped, and how you can avoid losing your expensive devices at airport security. Watch carefully, because some of these may already be inside your bag. 15. High-capacity power banks over 160 watt-hours. Let's start with the most common issue, high-capacity power banks. In 2026, lithium battery safety is a top aviation concern worldwide. Power banks are allowed, but only within strict watt-hour limits. Most airlines allow up to 100 watt-hours without approval, between 100 and 160 watt-hours with airline approval. Anything above 160 watt-hours is prohibited on passenger aircraft. The problem? Many passengers don't understand watt-hours. They see 30,000 milliampere hours printed on a device and assume it's fine. But milliampere hours is not the same as watt-hours. Security officers check the actual watt-hour rating. If it exceeds the limit, it will be confiscated. And if there's no visible label showing the watt-hour rating, TSA may assume the worst-case scenario and remove it. Expensive battery packs used for filming equipment are frequently lost this way. 14. Unlabeled or generic power banks. This is becoming more common. In 2026, cheap online power banks often don't show proper capacity labels. Some don't display watt-hours clearly. If TSA officers cannot verify battery capacity, they cannot allow it through. No visible WH rating, no clearance. It doesn't matter if it worked fine on your last flight. New CT scanners now highlight battery density more clearly. If the officer cannot confirm compliance in seconds, it may be removed. 13. Loose spare lithium batteries. Spare lithium-ion batteries are allowed in carry-on, but only if properly stored. In 2026, loose batteries tossed into backpacks are being flagged more frequently. Why? Because exposed terminals can short-circuit, and lithium battery fires are extremely dangerous in aircraft cabins. Batteries must be stored in original packaging or placed in protective battery cases or have terminals taped. If TSA sees loose batteries floating inside a bag, expect inspection. In some cases, confiscation. 12. Smart luggage with non-removable. Battery's smart luggage seemed innovative when it launched. Built-in GPS tracking, USB charging ports, integrated power banks, but airlines quickly realized the fire risk. In 2026, smart luggage is only allowed if the battery is removable. If the battery cannot be removed, it cannot be checked. If it cannot be removed and exceeds limits, it may not be allowed on board at all. Many travelers discover this rule only at the gate. By then, it's too late. 11. Drone batteries over airline limits. Drones themselves are allowed in many cases, but drone batteries are powerful. Professional drone batteries often exceed 160 watt-hours. These cannot fly in passenger aircraft cabins or cargo holds. Additionally, certain international destinations restrict drone imports. TSA may allow the device, but destination security may not. Confusion leads to confiscation. 10. Modified or DIY electronics. Homemade electronics raise serious concerns. Custom-built battery packs, modified charging systems. Open. Wiring. Advanced CT scanners show 3D images of internal structures. Irregular shapes trigger manual inspection. If TSSA officers cannot easily identify what a device is, they may remove it. Even harmless DIY projects can look suspicious under 3D scanning. 9. High-powered laser devices. Laser pointers may seem harmless, but high-powered lasers can interfere with aircraft operations. Some are powerful enough to temporarily blind pilots. High-output laser devices are frequently confiscated, especially if output levels exceed legal thresholds. 8. Electronic self-defense devices, stun guns disguised as flashlights, electric shock keychains, hidden taser devices. These are prohibited, even if legal in your home state. TSA will confiscate them without hesitation. 7. Large external battery systems for professional equipment. Videographers and photographers often travel with external battery systems, but in 2026, airline battery compliance is strictly enforced. Even professional equipment must comply with watt-hour limits. Multiple smaller batteries are safer than one massive unit. 6. Devices that cannot power. Security officers may ask you to turn on your laptop, your tablet, your camera. If it cannot power on, it creates uncertainty. Dead devices are sometimes subjected to additional screening. In rare cases, passengers may not be allowed to carry devices that cannot be verified as operational. Always travel with partially charged electronics. 5. Hidden camera devices, PIN cameras, USB spy devices, hidden surveillance equipment. While not always illegal federally, they often trigger extended screening. Unusual electronics inside everyday objects create suspicion. Security officers may hold or confiscate them, depending on circumstances. 4. Oversized portable power stations. Portable power stations for camping or filming are increasingly popular, but many exceed airline watt-hour limits by a large margin. These are almost always prohibited. Passengers assume they qualify as power banks. They don't. 3. Electronic cigarette battery mods. Vapes are allowed in carry-on only. But modified vape battery systems with custom builds raise red flags. Overheating risks and lithium instability are major concerns. Improperly assembled vape mods are sometimes removed. 2. Electronic devices triggering explosive trace detection. Sometimes electronics test positive during swab testing. This doesn't mean guilt, but residue from certain environments can trigger alarms. Additional screening may follow. In rare cases, items are retained for further review. 1. Multi-battery clusters. Packed densely together. When several power banks, spare batteries, and devices are tightly packed in one area, scanners show dense battery clusters. AI-assisted systems flag high-density lithium concentrations. Security may require bag unpacking. If quantities exceed airline limits, items may be removed. Hashtag why electronics confiscation is increasing in 2026. 3 reasons. 1. Advanced CT 3D scanners. 2. AI-assisted anomaly detection. 3. Increased lithium battery fire incidents globally. Security is more proactive, not reactive. Hashtag how to avoid losing electronics. At TSA check, watt hour, ratings before travel. Avoid cheap unbranded batteries. Keep batteries in protective cases. Remove smart luggage batteries. Carry documentation for large professional batteries. Keep devices charged. Never modify battery systems yourself. Preparation prevents confiscation. Hashtag final thoughts. Most electronics confiscated at TSA in 2026 are not criminal items. They are misunderstood items. Small technical details, labeling, watt-hour limits, storage methods make the difference. Air travel is built around safety, and lithium batteries remain one of aviation's biggest fire risks. Now you know which 15 electronics are getting confiscated at TSA in 2026. Which one surprised you the most? Comment below. If this video helped you avoid losing expensive devices at airport security, like this video, subscribe to Flymigris, turn on notifications for more airport rules and travel awareness updates. Travel smart, fly aware, fly aware.